home, auto, business insurance.
Dakota and Terry.
This has been recorded the whole time. We're going to talk about some pink shoes today.
Yes.
Some blue dresses.
Yes,
some
yes,
fresh hair.
yes,
We
yes,
got
yes.
it covered.
Terry is a ball of surprises. I swear to you, you are so funny. And that's exactly why you should subscribe, like, and share. Exactly. This is exactly why.
You never know what's
never
going to
know.
happen next, people.
Never know.
But we have a whole new format for season 3.
3.
That's what's up. Number 3.
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell them what the format is, Dakota?
Okay, the format, we tried to make it a little bit more entertaining.
A little more entertaining.
A little bit more
A
educational.
little more user-friendly.
Yes, that's what we want to do.
And applicable to your life.
Everyday life.
Everyday life.
Questions you always have.
Things you talk about, think about, wonder about.
Exactly.
We got you.
We about to answer them for you.
We about to. How are we going to do it?
So we're going to talk about the core values of PKIG.
That's important.
That's always important.
You want to know who you're dealing with, right? So we're going to tell you a little bit about us and who we are and what we do and what we think and why we do what we do.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about what to do when. We're going to answer questions that you always say, like, what do I do when? Trust me, we get these calls, emails. Oh my God, the emails. We get the emails. And we kept one important essential thing from the last seasons. We go stick with the leadership lesson.
We like the leadership lesson.
I love the leadership lesson.
This one we both learn.
I love it. The last one, I think, is going to be fun and interesting. We're going to learn about people, our clients, and our carriers. We're going to spotlight them. We're going to spotlight them.
Gotta shine the light bright.
Yes.
On those who are bright.
Let your light shine.
That's it.
Yes.
So I'm excited about this.
I'm actually super excited, considering I didn't even know we started season 3 till Terry's manager just now. I didn't even know.
Listen, at some point we have to go, folks. So
Yes.
we're gonna do it. And
Yes.
it's coming at you right flipping now. So let's talk about the first piece,
Yes.
the values. One of the things that PKIG really stands for is this idea of practicing kindness.
Yes.
Right? Just like almost like the PK. If
It
there
is.
wasn't a Phil Klein,
yes.
it would be practicing kindness insurance group. Don't you think?
I think it would be. Before you start with our core values, this PKIG core values, but it's really basically like what separates us from like any other captive office or any other independent agency. Like what makes us special. That's really what we're trying to highlight and show you.
And I like that. And so captive office means that they only have one carrier.
Right.
Independent agency means that they can work with multiple carriers and help you get the best coverage at the best price that they can find.
We have so many boyfriends, as I like to say it. We have so many boyfriends. No worries. We have so many.
We're like a promiscuous little agency.
Oh, we are.
We get around.
Yes. That's what we are,
round,
pretty much.
round. Oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
was going to start singing a little
All
bit.
right.
I always clown with the underground when I come around. You remember. Okay. So, practicing kindness.
Yes.
And so, like, here's an example of that.
Yeah.
There are times when we can't get you the best coverage at the best value.
Yes.
And we're going to let you know that.
Yep.
And we're going to refer you to someone who can.
Yes.
Right? Because that's the kind thing to do. Not, hey, you know what, too bad we can't help you, click. That's not who we
Or
are.
trap you into something that's not a good fit for you.
Yes.
I think providing resources can be like, you couldn't believe how many referrals we've gotten off declining business, saying we can't help you at this time because of XYZ, being gentle, being empathetic, just like he said, being kind to people, treating people exactly how you want to be treated when you in a sticky situation. Because most of the time they calling us with a sticky situation.
That's it. No one's ever calling and say, hey, everything's going great here.
Exactly.
Thank you. That doesn't happen.
Everything is perfect. Here, please take my money. No one does that.
We don't
no
get that
one does
call.
that.
Hey,
So,
you know,
yeah.
another great example is if you were to come into our office here, you would notice a large amount of service professionals. We provide great customer experience because we know that we've got a lot of clients to take care of.
Yes.
And our producers or our agents can't get to them in a timely fashion, right? We want to make sure that your needs are covered, so we staff heavily on the service side.
I would say at the moment, this is the most service, team that we've had over the entire course of the history of the company, because we have more clients than we have ever had. We're growing and growing and growing. So the more clients we take on, the more service behind the scenes, making everything nice, neat, little bitty box. We just taking care of it for you. So
we got to, right?
We got to.
Because ultimately, your win is our win.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that, appreciate it, respect it, and do our best to take care of it.
Yeah. I think when anybody, us and any other company, I think when a service goes down with a company, sometimes it is because they're growing too large or too fast and they don't have the capability. So we're trying to keep up with the trend, and as we're growing, we're trying to add employees and team members to that to, facilitate and just give you the best possible service we can.
You make a great point, and it's no more evident in the world right now than in restaurants.
Oh my goodness.
Go out to eat sometime, you find a place that's understaffed, and it's almost frustrating, which is why we all have to practice kindness.
Exactly. Be patient, people.
Be patient, people.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good start.
Yeah.
That's our first segment of season 3. What'd you think?
Tell us what you think. Leave a comment.
Yes, we want to hear about it. We really do.
We do.
We do.
Terry forgot one thing at the very beginning.
Yeah.
This season, we have a common goal. We are being intentional.
That's right.
Guess what we trying to do, people? Guess what we trying to do? We trying to get 100 subscribers.
That's right.
100, just 100 subscribers.
Just 100.
So if you watch our show, please subscribe. Please share with a friend. Obviously. Leave us a comment. We'll talk back and forth. I can't wait. Oh, we should have a little party when we get to 100.
We should have a countdown.
Ooh, we should.
We talked about maybe having a bonus episode if we get to 100 too.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're
There's
doing.
a little extra love for y'all.
So what we'll do is from this show, when it originally airs, and then the next time we'll count, because you know how Terry edits.
Yeah,
we'll see from then to then how many new subscribers we got.
It takes just a minute. Click the little red button. Subscribe. Yeah. If you want to be extra, there's a little bell. You'll get notifications when a new episode drops. Or we could just tell them the secret. New episode is going to drop every Wednesday about 9 a.m. between September 7th, which is today for you watching, if you're watching it when it went live, all the way through November.
Yep.
We got whole season 3 planned out. We're so far ahead of the game.
I know.
It's just so different.
I don't know how Terry got on track.
He
got on board, people. Literally, he got on board.
I got on board so far. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. we might stray. Here come episode 6. He like, listen, we just derailed this month.
Casey Jones just took the train right off the track, man. That could happen.
Casey Jones, that's a good one.
All right, so this new segment, just like the last segment, new. What to do when.
Yep.
And since we're talking about kindness, we thought maybe one of the kindest things we all could do is think about life insurance.
It is. I know why I think it's kind, because life insurance is actually for the living. Mm-hmm. Who you leave behind, your loved ones, your spouse, your children, sometimes even your business obligations.
That's right.
Think about that.
Yeah, you can fund a buy-sell agreement with life insurance if you're in a business setting.
You can do that.
True.
You can that starts an inheritance. You can start trust with it. I mean, that's you moving wealth down, actually.
It's really one of the foundations of an investment portfolio, right?
Yes.
Anytime you start talking to an investment advisor, they're going to ask you about your life insurance.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's 2 different kinds that people primarily focus on.
Yeah.
There's term life, which is set for a very specific amount of time.
Yeah.
And then there's whole life, which is your whole life.
Or just a permanent policy.
Permanent policy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because whole life.
Universal's a thing.
Exactly.
Too. Yeah.
It could be different types, but either it's temporary or it's permanent. It is. You know the amount of time that you're going to have this policy. You know the amount of money you're going to pay for. When you got it permanently, it's so many different other aspects to it. But really what we want to talk about is, what do you do when you think about even getting life insurance? like it pops in your mind because you called the Field Client Insurance Group, and we're gonna ask you. We're gonna ask you.
Because it's the kind thing to do.
Because it's the kind of thing to do. We're gonna ask you when we doing our day together. You're a brand new client. We're gonna ask you when you call in and say, hey, can I get my ID card? And we're gonna say, you know what? I will send you that ID card, but also could I send you a link to get you a quick life insurance quote too? And you say yes, and then you do it, and then we call you back and give you some information. Yes, we do. But what you want to think about when it pops in your mind is like, why am I getting it? And who am I getting it for?
Yeah, because you got a beneficiary.
Exactly. And I think what most people do when they think about who am I getting it for, the beneficiary, some people don't even think about telling their beneficiary.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like if you're trying to get a job and you put a reference down, you don't tell the reference.
You don't tell the reference, right? It's the same thing.
No, what? No,
it's the same thing.
Really?
I think personally, when you are making someone the beneficiary of a life insurance policy, you should inform them for two reasons. One, to make sure that they know what company is through. So when it's time to collect on the policy, they know what company to go to, where to provide us a death certificate, and where they can collect their check from.
Yeah, because what's the point of giving them money if they can't get it?
If they can't get it.
Ooh.
Two, it'll just go unclaimed. So
I wonder how many millions and billions
there
of dollars.
literally is a state of Michigan pool of life insurance that has never been collected. It's literally just sitting there. And guess what? Because it is a financial device, what do you think it's doing?
Earning interest for somebody that's not the intended person.
Exactly.
Dang.
That is so crazy.
So can we back up? Can we go to this pool and can we jump in and swim around
Can
for a
we
little
jump
bit?
in? I wish. So it was so funny. It was somebody that I knew. They knew the person, they should have been the person's beneficiary. They called every possible insurance company they thought it could have been with. And I really tried to help them like that. We went to the pool. We put, the other person's name in. We put that, trying to figure it out. They didn't have no money. It wasn't there. See, you never know. So it's a second reason that you want to do it is because, you want to tell the other person, the person that's applying for the policy wants to tell the insurance company the most information about who the beneficiary is. Not just their name, tell them their address, tell them their phone number, tell them their date of birth. Guess what else you could tell them? Their social security number.
That makes sense.
So guess what? The insurance company now has the responsibility and obligation to find that person.
Ooh.
If they are made aware of your death.
Oh, so
You
it's
get what
on
I'm
the insurance company,
Exactly.
not on the beneficiary.
Because think about it. It's like, sometimes like all the time the little movie, the kiddie movies, the whole family come together, the wicked evil mama, and then the kids, and then the secret kid come along.
That's it.
And then the daddy left everything to the secret kid. And he didn't even know about it till he got that letter. And he said, listen, we need to come down, we're gonna have a family meeting, the attorney gonna be there, they're gonna read the will, they're gonna read it. And guess who got everything?
Secret little
The
kid.
secret kid. And the secret little kid would never know about it if somebody didn't contact him.
I love that.
See?
I didn't even know.
See?
Is there any ruling, like if my beneficiary is under 18, is that okay?
Oh, look at this. You are so great. Another thing you should do when you're picking the beneficiaries, unless you have a will or a trust set up for a minor, someone under 18, you shouldn't make them the primary beneficiary.
Okay.
Because it goes on hold until. Well, what you could do is make them the successor. A lot of people, so like me and my husband, I use my own self as an example, he is my beneficiary, but our children are the successors. Because what if me and my spouse die at the same time?
Because you might.
Because guess who gets it in? Nobody. It goes to the estate.
Ooh, and if you didn't have a will and
If you didn't
trust
have a
put
will and
together, an
trust,
estate
boom,
plan,
that go to your dad.
gone.
It's
out there swimming in the
It's
pool
just
with all the other unclaimed monies. Doing the backstroke.
Backstroke.
Yeah.
That is not a backstroke swim. I don't swim.
that was-
I don't backstroke like that when I swim, folks. I don't do that. But yeah, exactly.
I've never seen Dakota swim, folks, so I can't prove whether or not she swims like that.
Well,
or
listen, I don't swim right after I wash my hair.
That's
Just
not
you
gonna
know.
happen.
That's not gonna happen.
Would
right
you
after.
wear pink shoes if you were swimming?
Actually, this is hilarious. My swim shoes are pink.
There
They
you go,
are
folks.
pink.
There
They
you
hot
go.
pink though, and my swimming suit not hot pink.
Yeah.
But those was on sale.
Don't coordinate.
They was on clearance.
Gotta coordinate.
They was on. Ooh, that's what we gonna do. I know exactly what we gonna do.
Oh, it's happening.
He made me. I'm percolating my thoughts, thinking out.
dear.
So.
Get the mushroom print belt.
So, in wrapping this up,
Yes.
what to do when you're getting a life insurance policy? You want to think about, why am I getting it? Like, for what reason? Are you getting it to facilitate paying for a loss of income? Are you getting it to pay for your children's, education, their housing? Are you supplementing loss of, like your business? We was just talking about that. You want to start up a trust and inheritance for like future family members. And then once you decide why you want to get it, then you want to decide, who am I giving it to? Who's going to benefit from this? The beneficiary. Make sure that they know, and insurance company know, who's it going to, what percentage. You could split it up in percentages. A lot of parents do that.
Yeah.
If you got 2 kids, 50-50, 25%. You like one versus the other, 10, 90, stuff like that. Your favorite get 90, your least favorite.
Favorite, listen, you could have earned it. You didn't. You had your shot.
You had your shot.
You had your shot.
Proof is in the pudding when I die.
You always wondered who the favorite was?
Now you know.
That's amazing.
I tell my sister that all the time, my mama's favorite. All the time.
Well, she already knows.
What we gonna see?
We're gonna find out. Ooh, one day.
Grammar police, we gonna see. All right, I don't want no games from you. So yeah, that's just
Make
a couple.
50-50. Keep them guessing.
So that's just a couple things to think about when you calling in to the Field Client Insurance Group. We will always ask you about your life insurance needs, because we want to protect you. We want to be kind. We want to make sure that the people you leaving behind, there's something to leave behind.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Well, that was a fun little segment. What to do when, people. Life insurance. All right, we're going to go into our leadership lesson, which should be familiar to y'all because we've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to take from the values, and we're going to talk a little bit more about kindness. And so one of the things that I learned along the way is when you find kindness in your heart, you find it everywhere you go. Why? Because you're bringing it with you.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to find kindness when you being kind.
Yeah.
I talk about this from a customer service perspective. If you want better customer service, be a better customer.
Yeah.
If you want people to relate to you, to want to help you, to want to be on your team working toward your goals, be kind to them.
Yeah.
And they're going to reciprocate that kindness. So in a lot of ways, how people behave toward us is a reflection on how we behave towards them.
Yeah.
So if we start from a place of kindness or whatever place we want, we're going to see a lot more of it.
We are.
It's easier, right?
It's easy for me to match other people's energy too.
Right.
It's like, I'm seriously, like, when I am unkind sometimes to people, I find that I am a little bit more frustrated with our interactions because I didn't take the higher ground or initiate the tone. I didn't start the tone on kindness. So sometimes you have to check yourself. You be like, you know what? That wasn't right. I mean, sometimes you can say it out loud, apologize, be the bigger person.
That's right.
But sometimes you catch yourself, it can be even in your tone. Because you're thinking about one thing, you're trying to do something, you got all these other things going on. Sometimes it's just your tone. Sometimes or yes, how can I help you? Oh my God. Or just like, thank you so much for coming. Sometimes I even say that to people. I be like, the way I said thank you to this gentleman on the phone today, it was a carrier. And I was calling him and I was thanking him as he was doing he hadn't even finished. I was giving my gratitude before he finished. He didn't even know I was talking to him. He said, are you talking to me? Because he was on speakerphone and he heard my background. He wasn't even accustomed to receiving gratitude.
That's right.
For doing what he was supposed to do. But that's just like a tip, to ensure proper service. I'm going to tip you before you give me mine.
That's it.
I'm going to tip you.
That makes so much sense.
I want my good stuff now. Don't be saving mine to the end. Give me mine up front when I walk in the door. Here you go. Take my purse, baby.
You know what? We're talking about life insurance, which reminds me of people dying and stuff.
Okay.
Why do we wait until people are dead before we tell them how much we love them or how much we care about them or how much we're going to miss them? Call a loved one.
Yes.
Text a loved one.
Yes.
Tell them right now.
Tell them right now.
Tell them now. We'll wait. We ain't gonna wait. I'm kidding. Go ahead and do it though.
That is I actually find myself telling more of my friends and family when I get off the phone, I love you, when I hang up the phone. Terry, I've almost done it to Terry or have done it to Terry, like, oh, I love you. Listen, when my husband is in the vicinity of listening to me have a conversation and I say it, he always asks me, Who you talking to?
Who you talking to?
Who you think I'm telling I love them to? Who you think? Who you think? My secret boyfriend? What do you?
It's not a secret, people. We here in front of you on camera. There's no secret.
I mean, like, what are you talking about? You should share your love.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
It feels good.
That's kindness.
Just
It's reciprocated.
And it's free to be kind to people.
Oh, and it's easy.
Free 99.
And the results are fantastic because people are going to be kind to you back. So there you go. There's our leadership lesson for today.
All right.
The spotlight.
Okay.
We're going to talk a little bit about Cary Constant.
All right.
Cary Constant came into this office in December of 2021. She's been working with us as a partner for 3 years before that.
Yep.
She's got a strong background in life and health insurance, and it's Medicare season's coming up.
Oh man,
it's
big
opening
time.
up soon.
Floodgates about to be open.
Floodgates.
She's been doing that for what, about 3-4 months straight.
Yeah,
She's gonna really be dedicated and focused to that. I think that's her true passion.
I agree.
I think so.
I agree. She does some PNC work. She does some life insurance work. But what she's really good is untangling that health insurance knot, especially on the Medicare side. And I don't remember exactly when open enrollment starts, if it's late September, early October.
I want to say it's October 15th when they can start talking to people. I think it's
15th?
October 15th because I asked one of her team members, Ruben.
And it runs until November 7th.
Right.
Or
so
December 7th, pardon me.
It's
December
a very
7th.
short window.
It's like 6 weeks.
To get like hundreds of thousands of people. Not Cary. I mean, she ain't that good. But like when you get hundreds, the actual industry.
We're gonna solve all the people that are over 65, right?
We getting everybody. We doing everybody.
Folks.
Yes, exactly. I think we was talking about Medicare. I would say her second, as far as like what she is actually just heavily expert in is long-term care as well, which is still under the health umbrella. Long-term care. I think that's something she's superb at. She can always find a solution. You give her, what your situation is, she can always find something for you. She has tons of carers and resources for that. And I think the final thing will probably be like
dancing. You should see this girl dance. She can move, man.
And fast.
That wasn't it.
No, that wasn't it.
She can dance though. Remember when we were on the
Seriously,
bus? She got moved.
She was a competitive salsa dancer.
I knew that.
So she was.
She knew. She knows what she's doing. She can move. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say company benefits.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that?
I don't think I knew that.
See, Terry didn't know.
Look at me learning stuff.
He gonna
every
learn
time.
today.
I learned today.
Learn today.
That's what's
yes.
up.
So I would say Medicare.
Yes. Long-term care.
Long-term care and business, corporate benefits.
She's
the
a
one.
ball of energy too.
Yes.
Right? She wear us out because we seem low key and quiet compared to Cary. So she gets you going, man. She's cool people.
Yes.
All right. So that was a spotlight. Gotta make a spotlight sign. All right. That was a spotlight on Cary Constant here in the PKIG office. So, wow, that was episode 1.
You know what? So this format is faster.
It's faster.
It's a little bit more upbeat. We try not to get distracted. We try.
We ain't there. We
I think because the season first started.
Yeah, maybe. We fresh.
And this water.
We just got back from break.
You just got back from break. That's it. Yeah, break. It's just like school. Basically, we started when the school season.
That's it. That's how we do it.
School's in.
All right. So school's in session, people.
School's.
All right. Thank you for paying attention. Again, go mash that subscribe button on YouTube.
Yep.
You may have seen us on a different social. You may have just seen a short clip of us. But do your thing. Go hook us up because 100 is the goal.
Yep.
Right? We're serious about this.
Share with your friends. They might like us too.
They might
like us too.
What's not to like, people?
Well, it's a great way to kick off season 3.
Season 3. All right. Good.
That was good.
That was good. That didn't seem like we hadn't done that in a minute.
I know.